Hey guys, it's Jen, and today I wanted to share with you my November favorites. I have a few things right here that I've been really loving this month, and especially a couple things that are a little holiday sparkly appropriate. So let's go ahead and hop right in. I'm gonna start with this Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. I'm actually wearing this on my eyelids right now, and this is just such a beautiful rose gold glittery kind of liquid eyeshadow. And what I really like about using something like this versus just a loose glitter is that it really stays in place. It will basically stay on until you remove it. Like, it's very, very waterproof, and it has a little bit of that metallic wet kind of look even after it dries down, which is really beautiful and nice because it's so reflective on the eyes. You can make it a little more subtle, but I really like to have it amped up, especially for holiday parties and like going out kind of looks. Next, I wanted to talk about the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder, and it says ethereal setting powder, so I was a little hesitant that it would be really like pearlescent or something like a disco ball, but actually this is a really great everyday kind of setting powder. But I have to say, more than the product itself, which works like a setting powder, I really love the packaging. It's gorgeous just to look at, have it on your vanity. It's really beautiful. Too Faced always kills it, and it really reminds me of that girly, elegant style that a lot of Korean and Asian companies like to do for their makeup. But what I really love about this is inside, this part just pops up and it keeps the little holes from spilling powder everywhere. So you can use this if you're trying to bake and have like a really thick layer of concealer under your eyes. And you get a ton of product in the container, which is really nice because it's just gonna last you forever. Next, I wanted to talk about a primer that I've really been loving. This is from The Ordinary. You guys know I'm a big fan of The Ordinary products. This is the High-Adherence Silicone Primer. I've heard pretty good things about their primers, and of course they have a really, really affordable price point for the level of quality that the products have, because you can really just basically just go to that site to buy it. But I wanted to try this because it gives a little bit more coverage if you have big pores or wrinkles or anything where you really want to get that really smooth canvas. And this is quite thick. So as you can see, it's not dripping down my hand or anything. It's like a pretty heavy duty, creamy kind of finish. So I feel like when I use this in combination with one of my full coverage foundations, it really gives a nice red carpet kind of finish where it just gives you a very smoothed out look if you're wanting to do a full face of makeup, all out party kind of look and really look perfect for photos. I will say that more than my more liquidy primers, I tend to use a little bit more of this product. It only spreads to a certain extent because of how thick it is, but it does do a really excellent job of just filling in all of those kinds of uneven areas on your skin, and it made my high coverage foundation stay all day. Next, I wanted to talk about a product that I have been adoring from IT Cosmetics. This is the Confidence in Your Glow palette. This is in Instant Warm Glow, which has this sort of coral kind of finish. It has a really beautiful warm tone bronzer and then this highlight shade over here. It's actually what I'm wearing on my cheeks right now, and it's been my go-to basically every day this month. I have a very similar palette from Kevyn Aucoin. This one is $32. The Kevyn Aucoin one is $58. So at almost half the price, you're getting a very, very similar product. In fact, I actually think I prefer this one a little bit better just because I like the highlight shade. It's more of like a pearlescent finish and it's really pretty. I wanted to try this out because I really like the idea of something being one product that's kind of easy to take with you, that has the bronzer, blush, and highlight all in one compact. If it works for my skin tone, then I tend to kind of just stick with that and use it all the time religiously, and this has definitely been that for me this month. I also feel like the powders aren't overly chalky or powdery, and they're also not too hard, so it's a very easy product to use. You get a lot of pigment with not a lot of effort, so if you're heavy-handed, that's something to keep in mind. But overall, I just think every single color in this palette is something that I would definitely wear. Finally, I didn't want to end this month's favorites without talking about one of my favorite lip products. This is the M Cosmetics Infinite Lip Cloud, and the shade that I'm using is Faded Clementine. You know, normally I wouldn't go for this kind of rusty, orangey kind of color, but on Thanksgiving, I really wanted to do something festive, and I ended up combining a look that was basically all orange using this Sugarpill eyeshadow single in Pumpkin Spice, which this is also totally gorgeous and deserves a spot in my favorites this month too. But I really have been loving this lip product. Compared to other liquid lipsticks, it doesn't feel dry. It just feels really comfortable. You know how sometimes when you use really dry or really liquidy lip products, you're like hyper aware of it being on your mouth, and then you end up talking kind of funny because you're too aware of what's on your mouth and you don't want it to get on anything? I've never had a problem with this because it just kind of feels like after you put on a lip balm or like your favorite lipstick. It just feels really comfortable. My mouth can move around. It's not going to be as super long lasting as Tarte liquid lipstick or Smashbox, but in terms of having that same kind of really matte, really high pigmented look that's going to last till the end of the day, I would rather go for something like this that does have a little bit of transfer but feels more comfortable on the lips. Good job, Em. I love all of their liquid lipsticks from the same line. The colors are really gorgeous and also a little bit unusual, which I'm loving. This orangey color is really festive and it's a nice alternative to your traditional red lip. So I guess that's about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this month's favorites. As always, I would totally love if you would hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to see more of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy holidays!